Testing 1, 2, 3. Welcome to our test kitchen.
Hi.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Yeah.
We're gonna make some cookies.
Okay. What kind of cookies?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
We'll see what we have. But we're making cookies because I said I wanted to start a cooking show.
You did.
And you said that you would help me.
Yes. Okay. Let's start. Let's make cookies. I'm starting.
This is my chocolate chip cookie recipe. You know where I got this? You know where this survived from?
Where?
My college softball days.
Okay.
There's a girl named Erin Gunderson, a pitcher on the team, amazing pitcher, like tall, just a big blonde Norwegian force. Erin Gunderson.
Just a Viking on the mound.
She was like a Viking. That's what she was. Anyways, this is her chocolate chip cookie recipe. She made a big batch of them for practice one day and brought them to practice. So a bunch of chicks just mowing on the cookies before softball practice. They were the best cookies I've ever had, and I had to ask her for the recipe. It's a recipe
from a Norwegian Viking.
Yeah. I should rename them Norwegian Viking cookies because we're actually changing the recipe up a little bit.
Okay.
Because I normally do, you gotta wing it with what you got. So now we're trying this recipe, but I don't have any chocolate chips because my kids keep eating all the chocolate chips. Okay, so these are
they're chocolate chips.
These are white chocolate chips, and I hate white chocolate. And that's why I still have these, because nobody likes it. Nobody eats them.
I love me some white chocolate.
Make some cookies. Follow the recipe.
No, you are making cookies.
Do you know anything about making cookies?
I don't know how to bake at all.
Okay, do you notice in my cookbook here? Do you want to know the story behind my cookbook? You didn't even ask.
We're going to start making it. And you can tell me as you're starting. I'll keep you.
Fine, I'll save the story for someone who cares.
I'm the director here.
When you're making cookies, you usually want to cream the butter and sugar together at once. But we don't have butter, and we're making do with what we got. So I had some Basil in the fridge. So we're going to... which is basically plastic.
Any of you bakers out there, if she's doing something that's like a big no-no, maybe put a comment in the comment section.
I mean, I feel like everything I do is a big no-no when I'm baking. This is what you'll learn. I'm not in commercial baking anymore. So I can do whatever the hell I want, and that's why this is fun now.
Okay.
Also, what I don't normally do very well is measure. I like to just wing it and eyeball it.
Okay.
So this is my basil that we put on toast every morning, and we're gonna see how this turns out. What's your prediction? What do you think it'll do compared to regular?
Well, it's
butter?
it's oil based, so it should, but it's not. It's not fat based. It's oil based.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I predict we get a crispier.
Yeah.
Cookie.
Yeah, it won't be chewy.
Like a greasier, crispier cookie.
I agree.
That's what I predict. But we'll find out. Okay, so how much butter do we need? 1 cup of butter. So if I'm like eyeballing, I'm like, okay, that's like a cup.
Okay. Yeah,
so
you're probably close.
We'll see how that turns out. And what happens when you don't measure all the time also is things don't turn out the same every time you make them, which I love because it's always an adventure. 1 cup of white sugar.
Okay. Is that a cup?
Yeah. Well, normally you want it, full right to the top. That's close enough.
Yeah, we don't want them too sweet.
They're cookies. Look, the more brown sugar, the better, I always say.
So less white sugar, more brown sugar.
I would say.
Okay.
Brown sugar is it makes things chewy and rich because there's molasses in it. That's what makes it brown. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Do you want to crack the egg?
Yeah, I can crack the egg. I can do that.
You probably like to do that. See, this is what I do with my extra shells. I put them back in the container.
Oh, this one might have a shell.
Did you?
I got a little aggressive on the crack. There you go.
And I never measure the vanilla either. I always think the more vanilla, the better too.
Yeah, I like
and this
vanilla.
is the cheap stuff. So it's like, you ever see bottles of vanilla and you wonder how there can be such a difference in price.
My mom always got Watkins vanilla.
Yeah, Watkins is really good, and because it's concentrated, so you don't need a whole bunch of it. Like this cheap stuff, you think you're getting a good deal because you buy a big bottle, but you need like this much as compared to like this much.
Couple glugs.
Yeah.
That's how you measure out Roundup too when you're putting it in the sprayer. Yeah, just a couple glugs. Let's turn this off because people are probably...
Now, flour.
Okay, you better do the flour, Ed.
Why?
I feel like that's an important ingredient.
Well, I don't measure it very well either. I make a mess of this. I'm a messy baker. Like, is baking something that you think is fun or would like to do, or you have no interest in it at all? You like baking?
I just think it's like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
You gotta put a bunch of stuff in. You gotta have all the ingredients, and you gotta...
That's why I quit my job.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
But then, like those ingredients take up so much shelf space. You need cupboards and pantries and stuff.
But also, it's like an art form.
Yeah.
And it's creative, and it's like wizardry. It's like chemistry. It's you take something that's in one form, and you change it into a completely different, amazing form.
It's magic.
It is like magic. That's why I love it. Okay, we need a
Don't want to
teaspoon
screw
of
it
that.
up.
I feel like I didn't put enough flour in. We'll see. I always judge it by the consistency of the dough.
Oh yes.
Whether I need to add more flour or butter or whatever. Because sometimes, depending on what you're using, it's different. Okay, salt. Half a teaspoon. That looks right. Okay. I think we need more butter.
Margarine.
Baysell is not sponsoring me for this, but based on how the cookies turn out, maybe they will.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Chop like
Chop
this?
it.
Like this?
Into chunks, but like chocolate
like
chip
broken
size
chunks. Oh, okay.
Like we're gonna make white chocolate and milk chocolate chunk cookies. So we're calling them, what were we calling them? Norwegian Viking cookies. Give it a go, like.
But I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it thin like
gusto
that.
into
I want to get chunk. You said chunk.
Like hardcore.
I want as little amount of strokes as possible.
Yeah, for sure. More is better. Okay, stop for a second. Stop. I just
Like
want
this? Sorry, you do it.
No, I just wanted a piece of it, but I'll have a piece of this. White chocolate chip.
So white chocolate chips going in. I like it.
Norwegian Viking cookies.
And that was a purely eye thing. That was no measured amount of chocolate chips. What are you doing?
Oh, that's a lot of white chocolate chips.
That is.
This is going to be interesting. That's a nice dough.
Looks like a nice dough. I like.
You have melted chocolate right here, and it looks like a Cindy Crawford mole. Oh, there's way too many white chocolate chips in the bottom of this thing. These might be amazing. This is the best they've ever looked on the pan when I've made them before. Like, I'm liking this dough. This might be a new... See, this is what happens. Happy mistakes, too. When you mix things up, sometimes you end up finding happy surprises. Oh, we forgot something.
What? Uh-oh. What did we forget?
The most important thing.
No. What?
To preheat the oven.
Oh. Oh. Okay, it's just going to take a little longer. So do they flatten out on their own, or do you have to push them down?
Yeah, they'll flatten out.
Yeah.
And depending on what kind of, like, fat source you use, it'll spread differently.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What if these just stay as balls?
Well, sometimes if you use too much flour, or you beat it too much, or you put too much baking soda in or something,
Yeah.
that's what will happen. They'll be big and fluffy, and then they'll get hard.
Oh, yes.
Like, I've made every type of disaster of
Yeah.
cookie. I've screwed up a lot of cookies in my life. Okay, close enough. 341. We're putting them in.
Okay.
So those shouldn't take too long. Okay, should we peek on the cookies? You're not actually supposed to.
No.
You're not supposed to open the oven because it changes the temperature and the pressure in the oven, and it can make your cookies fall or F with it.
We don't want to do that then.
Well, let's look in there. Let's turn the light on. Oh.
They didn't come down.
Well, they're not. They've just got in there.
Oh.
But that might be what happens. I can't help myself. I gotta touch it. Oh, I think they're not gonna fall.
No.
Oh, I don't know. We'll find out.
There'll just be dough inside.
I don't know. The suspense is killing me.
I wish somebody would have warned us. Somebody's probably been like the whole time, I can't believe you used margarine.
Well, we don't have butter. The recipe calls for butter.
Yeah.
I don't have butter. What are you gonna do? I'd rather use that than go without cookies.
That's true.
It's for the sake of entertainment. Now you know better at home. Well, we don't know. They might be good.
They might be better.
They might be better. And no matter what they are, they're always good when they're fresh out of the oven.
That's true.
I'm scared to look at our cookies. What do you
How long do
think?
they take? How much longer?
I don't know. I just keep checking them
do
until
you?
they're ready.
Well, you don't time them? Oh, they're falling.
They're looking good. Phew. I do know what I'm doing.
They smell good too.
I wonder how they're going to be with that.
Do you smell it? Do you smell it? Those cookies look bomb.
Dude, they do.
Yeah.
You keep looking at the oven like...
I'm expecting something like a ding to go off.
No, I never
the
set
oven
a
to
timer.
pop open.
I don't measure. I don't set a timer. We gotta just... Oh, buddy. And you want to take them out when they're still soft because they keep cooking while they're cooling down.
Okay.
Okay, look at these cookies. Like, put it on the other angle. Look at those cookies, guys. Oh, yeah, up like that. Up like that. Look at that. Those are nice.
The Norwegian Viking chocolate chip cookie. It even looks big and jacked like a Viking, eh?
I know. Maybe, okay, they do look amazing. Like, it probably might be one of the best looking cookies I've ever made, but does it taste good? Like, have this one. Look at this one. Looks like amazing. Have that one. I'm going to taste it too.
I don't want to burn it.
Chewy.
Mm-hmm. The bottom's nice and chewy.
Crispy. It's good.
Yeah, it's really
But
good.
I wouldn't put white chocolate chips in it again. Because
No?
because I don't like white chocolate. I would put
I really like it because it's different. Like it's every.
I would put oatmeal in it. It's like you're trying to decide what you're tasting.
Yeah. Well, it's different, right? Like you said, you're not used to, if you're not used to eating white chocolate. Mm-hmm. It's a different flavor.
I like the texture, and it's so chewy, but crispy on the bottom, which is exactly how I like a cookie.
Mm.
Yeah?
Yeah, these are good.
All right.
They're very good.
Wash it down with some chocolate tea.
Mm-hmm.
Sign out. Thanks for watching our pilot episode of Cooking with Steve and Andy.
Oh.
Cookies at 11 o'clock at night. I like this New Year's resolution of yours.
That's great.
Balance.
Blowing it out the window.
It's all about balance. See you later.